Hello, everybody, and welcome to Naughty or Nice with Miss Cassie. My very special guest this evening is Vivian Vidette.
Hi, thank you for having us today.
And she is one of our submissives down at Sanctuary.
Yes, I am.
And how are you liking working at Sanctuary?
I love it. Everyone there is so loving. The girls are amazing. The clients are great. It's a real good environment. When we're having downtime, we're taking pictures or trying to promote ourselves and just having a good time.
We do have a good time there, don't we?
Yes.
Yes. She is so much fun to play with. This woman has let me tie her up several times.
For performances and just for fun.
Yeah, you're so much fun. And so happy in the ropes.
Yes. It really is bliss.
Oh, speaking of your scene with Kassad the other night, that was awesome. I love the transitions that he did with you.
Yeah, it was the first one in the sideways inverted. It was really good for that. I had a good time.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, because that was awesome at the end when he had you hanging upside down and your hair's going, woo, woo.
That's like the ultimate rush at the end when you're just completely inverted. Great.
Oh, I'm so glad you like that. Love rope bunnies. So, what you got coming up here? I understand you're doing a show on Friday.
On Friday, we have the Purge Anarchy. It's thrown by Mr. Tetra at Sanctuary. It's a members-only party. So, we're doing the usual Forced Orgasm and a few other shows. I will be doing a top scene where I'll be pegging and possibly fisting my partner. It's going to be a lot of fun. At Anarchy, it's no holds barred, so we get to do whatever we want, and we do whatever we want.
That is true. Some of the things I have seen there have been amazing. An awful lot.
You're performing there too, as well.
I am. I'm suspending Miss Pixie. She loves the drum harness, so we're gonna invert her.
Nice.
You know, because that's what she likes to do.
I love watching you do the rope too with Pixie and Lizette.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, those two are so much fun to play with. So, how long have you been at Sanctuary?
I've been at Sanctuary since DawnCon this year. I've been going to Sanctuary for about 2.5 years, but I just started working in May. So it's been a few months. It's a little slow to start with, but I'm getting my clientele up and starting to work it out.
So, how long do you think you're going to be a submissive? You're going to be enjoying that for a while?
I'm actually training to go into my switch mode. I'm realizing that I have a lot more dominant power than I was expressing when I first started there. So I do want to make sure I take the right precautions and learn all the toys and implements correctly so that I can, I don't mess up any sessions with anybody, and that I'm doing the professional way that I'm supposed to.
Oh, I think you're in very good hands. So what's the thing you want to learn how to do first?
I'm really interested in the flogging.
In the flogging? So have you done much flogging, or are you just learning?
I'm just learning. I was actually training with Rainy Lane last night about how to flog professionally, so that I can make sure to get make sure I get the right places and I'm not hitting them and around the kidneys or the tailbone or anywhere that I'm not supposed to. So it's really about accuracy and the way that you're throwing your floggers.
Yes, and learning to bring it up from your feet and your whole body and
all the energy.
Well, yeah, and plus you want to save your shoulders. You don't want to just be using your arms with floggers because, your shoulder's going to get tired. And also, it's really not good body mechanics, That can cause some shoulder injuries and stuff if you're only flogging with your arm.
Right.
I
see the girls, and from the hips to the ankles, like everything's involved in their swing, and that's what I'm really trying to grip on.
Yeah, it's a dance.
It is. It's so pretty.
It really is when you think about it. It's like your hips go, and the body and the spine goes, and you get into that rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I was using the finger floggers
those are
last night,
fun.
so it's a lot of wrist, too, something like that, so we were trying things out.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, those finger floggers are really nice.
Yeah.
They're nice and light and easy to use, and
and then the backlash too wasn't that bad because when you're coming back around, sometimes I get hit with it. Not that I mind.
That happens to all of it. You should have seen when I was learning whips. Oh my God, Sal was trying to train me, and every once in a while I'd nip myself. And you go, I go, bonus.
Exactly. That's, I guess, the plus side of being a submissive or a masochist when you're training is if you hurt yourself, you're like, ooh.
But then again, it's like, starting out from the bottom is going to make you a better top. Just because you know what it feels like. I meet so many, young people and they say, I'm a dom, and it's like, well, you might want to try bottoming a little bit just to understand what it feels like. So you can't
have compassion for your, submissive or your bottom if you don't know what they're going through.
Well, exactly, and that's why, even if you identify 100% as a dominant, I really think that, each skill that you try out, you should at least bottom for it once.
Right.
So I'm so glad that you're working on the flogging.
Yeah.
How fun.
We're doing some cropping and painting and how to, do the wrists and the different patterns you can use, like 1-2 or like 1-2-3 and then a harder smack. So I'm going over, just ways to keep it sensual or to do the impact depending on what, the client's asking for.
Oh, exactly. And, it is fantasy role play, so it is really, truly all about the client, unlike lifestyle, where it's just a little bit different mix.
Absolutely.
But you're going to catch on just fine.
Yeah.
So what else have you been working on besides flogging?
We have the caning and cropping. I'm learning how to do the thud spanking, where you actually cup your hands.
Nice.
And it's like a thud sound as opposed to the flat sound. So I'm just trying to train my hands to go into that automatically.
Yeah, and you'll find that cupping thing is really good to get that sweet spot just underneath the fold of the ass. Oh, when you cup your hand, it's just right.
Yeah, I like the sound. The sound is, the stinging ones are always fun, but the sound that the cupping makes is...
Well, that's also going to save your hands. If you're doing a flat spanking like this, eventually you're going to be hitting these bones and stuff, and your hand gets very sore. So learning to cup like that is going to save your hand. Not to mention that cupping really makes the bottom bounce.
Absolutely.
And I like to personally amuse myself and watch their ass dance.
It's all about having fun.
It is, and I usually find that the more fun I can make it for the client, the better the session is.
That's why I say I like my job. I just get to play and have fun, and most of the time the guys are really nice and they work with you on what you can do or what they want done, and it's a good dynamic there. So
it is, and the girls on staff are absolutely fabulous.
Amazing. And we all watch out for each other. That's like the really good part is, if somebody had a client that say push little buttons too far, then we're gonna let the next girl know, like, hey, don't let him do this.
No,
we're really good with each other in that aspect.
Yeah, I actually, if a client damaged me in any ways, I would take pictures of the injuries and send them to people saying, this is what you can expect. And you need to decide whether or not you're heavy enough to take this, or, no.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Well, yeah, because you want to last a long time. I mean, bottoming professionally is a whole lot different than playing in the scene.
Well, yeah, because you don't have that intimacy with your partner that you do, like when you're playing with your DS relationship.
And plus, they don't always have the same training or empathy or, well, yeah, they're usually there to get themselves up. They're not usually thinking about it.
Exactly. But I mean, and then you are paying for a service, so I mean, customer service in a sense that we have to provide.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand that, because a lot of girls think it's going to be, oh, I'm just going to get to play the whole time. It's like, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it can take some of the joy of it out for you unless you learn how to separate the two things going on.
Right.
Because, oh yeah, we play in the lifestyle a whole lot different than what we actually do at the dungeon.
All the rules and regulations too that you don't have in your own personal relations either. So.
Oh, that's true. The whole checklist and everything, and
you're not negotiating every scene with your regular partner either, like you do with your clients. I mean, even if you already negotiated, you still should negotiate each time you see each other, just to make sure nothing's changed. When you're in your own personal dynamic, then you just know each other. There's no need to talk about your sessions prior.
And chances are you've talked about it anyways before you even started. They know.
Multiple times.
Yeah, so you have any special clients that have come along that you really like, or?
So far, I've had one that came in for bondage. I love bondage. It's seriously like the reason why I'm in this lifestyle. But he had these huge rubber bands. They were like,
oh goodness sakes,
Home Depot size. And he actually bound me from my shoulders to my ankles, going directly, like, just, they're probably 3 or 4 inches apart. All the way down my body, and I was stuck with these rubber bands. And I love rubber. I carry a rubber band on my wrist all the time. It's something. So that experience was great. I really want him to come back.
Oh.
He also had like super huge zip ties too. He did the same thing with, and so it was an hour session. It was probably my favorite so far.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. You're into a little bit of rubber band play, aren't you, Mel?
Yeah, I love rubber band play. In fact, I did a rubber band scene at the sanctuary at Tetra's party. I was the last.
I was up there with you with Cupcake.
Yeah, with Cupcake. Yeah, that was me.
I was the one in pajamas, almost out the door.
Yes, yes. So I really enjoyed the rubber. I love rubber bands. I can do a whole scene which is rubber bands, and what's great about rubber bands is that you can take them on an airplane with you.
True.
And you can scene anywhere. You can go take them to a restaurant with you and put them on someone's arm, and nobody knows what you're doing underneath the the table around the wrist or the arm. So yeah, but I'm going to get myself some of those huge rubber bands.
They were amazing.
Oh, it sounds so fucking awesome. I don't think bungee cords would be the same.
No.
So how wide were the rubber
They were
bands?
probably, I'd say like less than, maybe like between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. I mean, they were thick enough not to break, but they weren't like industrial size or anything.
Okay, now like how long were they?
They were probably about that long.
Not so long?
Yeah, just a package of them. And they were multicolored, and they were just, it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
and if you want a bottom for your rubber band, Mel, I'd be happy to help you out.
Oh, I would love that. I would, I would love that. It would be awesome. Yeah, we'll have a rubber band date.
Yay!
Oh, absolutely. You'll have to go shopping. Do the whole thing. Do the shopping at the Home Depot.
Make a
day of it. Plan the scene. I mean, how fun? How fun is that?
We want to do different size rubber bands because we want to put them on the fingers and on the toes.
Yeah, well, I mean, his bag had multiple sizes, but like, it was like a jumbo pack, I'm guessing.
We should find out where he got them.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'll try to find him on the sanctuary site and see if I can message him.
Woo-hoo.
Wow. Awesome!
Wouldn't it though?
Yes. Other than that, I've had a few like foot worshippers. There's a lot of them that come in, and
They do.
I have a tattoo on my foot too that a lot of them seem to like. So.
Oh, how fun.
Cool.
Yeah, usually they're just into the nail polish, but I didn't think about tattoos.
A lot of them comment on it, and they're like, "Oh, I really like your, your foot tattoo." Okay. Sure.
So what is the tattoo on your foot?
It's actually a cancer ribbon, and it says "Fuck cancer, love life."
Nice.
I've lost a few people to cancer, so it's the lavender color, which is for all cancer. Because I'm not discriminative; they can all go to hell.
Oh. yes, that is one scourge we do need to eliminate from the planet.
And I have both my ankles and calves done too, so they seem to really like the artwork.
Yeah, a lot of guys are into ink, and you've got some fabulous ink.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got some cherries in a very special spot, don't you?
I do. I have vagina tattoos.
Oh shit, we can't show nudity anymore.
Oh. Very special cherries.
Oh, I want to see her cherry.
I'll show you after.
Woo, 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 woo. We've got to do an after hours where we can broadcast somewhere else on after hours. Maybe we'll do a vocal after hour show where we can show nudity. So that will be private. So we're thinking we're thinking out of the box.
There you go.
There you go.
Ooh, cherries on
You
the
can
pussy.
also see it if you come to our show on Friday.
That's true. The Anarchy Party on Friday.
I usually end up naked.
I think I've seen you naked. It's pretty hot. Everybody masturbating and coming and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah, we do the forced orgasm scene. I'm a veteran. I've been doing it for for a few years now, and where they do the Hitachi, and I'm always volunteering. Like, yeah, take me, like please.
So, do you like the Hitachi? I mean,
Personally,
yes. Miss Cassie and I have had the conversations about vibrators, and I don't like the Hitachi on me. It's too hard.
Well, it also depends on who's doing it. I mean, if I'm doing it myself, it's fine. Betty is great with the Hitachi. She's probably my favorite. Tetra is also really good with them. But then, I mean, there's also people that don't know what they're doing, so I can see where that could be uncomfortable.
Oh, absolutely. I found that most females seem to, apply a Hitachi much better than a male does.
Yeah.
For some reason, men think they have to grind it into you.
And hold it in one spot. And the girls like to just kind
they
of curve
understand
it.
the finesse of it, It's like I like to just play with that clit and get the stimulation going, and then I might bring it down and play with different
And
stuff.
they'll move it up to our nipples and then back down. Like they really, they really, yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they understand that we don't like it ground into just one spot constantly. It's like if you try to make my clitoris an innie, I'm going to be very unhappy.
Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to go.
No. And then I got to reach in and push my G spot so my clit pops back out.
It's awesome.
I don't know if it really works that way, but it just seems,
Wouldn't that be cool though? If you could just put it in and out?
Oh, wouldn't it though? Reach in.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, wouldn't that mess with somebody's mind?
Where'd it go? There it is!
Pop goes the clitoris. All around the mulberry bush. Oh, you would have to dye your bush purple for that.
I don't have one.
You don't? Oh, she's shaved.
Bare.
She's bare.
I just have tattoos where my hair should be.
Yeah, so she's got cherries tattooed there.
I have cherries. I have a firecracker.
Firecracker.
And I have the Trisalian.
Very nice.
All like in a row, nicely put there.
You do. I've seen her tattoos. They are awesome. And you've got this beautiful rose one on your leg here.
I do.
That
I
is
have it.
just fabulous.
You can see. Probably not.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
I have a huge traditional piece that's a anchor and the lighthouse and roses going all down my side.
Yeah, it is absolutely fabulous.
She has underpants on, so we could show it.
Yes, you
Like to see?
could. Yes.
Yeah,
let's see
the
this.
camera that's really close to you.
Yeah, that's the other one. Let's do that.
This one?
Yeah, you want to pass this camera?
Sit on my lap.
All right.
Oh.
Come here, sweetie.
So we've got
Oh, wow.
this
Oh,
whole
isn't
deal.
that gorgeous?
Goes up in there. If you could see, this is kind of awkward, but you get the idea of it.
Nice. Nice.
That is awesome.
Isn't that beautiful, though?
I don't have a tattoo.
Oh, you've got virgin skin.
No, tattoos are made to be licked.
Licked?
Yeah, you got to
Sure.
take your tongue and lick around them. So you got to
Oh.
design, with your tongue. There's people that are watching the show. If you're watching the show, please come in the chat room. There's quite a few people that are watching.
Hey, ask me questions.
Yes,
Come on in.
Ask her questions.
Yeah, we get a lot of looker-loos that stand on the outside, but come in the chat room.
Oh, stop lurking and come on in. It's nice in here. The water's nice. We won't drown you, I promise.
Just a little.
Yeah, maybe. A little waterboarding.
So do you squirt?
Do I? I have with the Hitachi at Anarchy. The only few times I've been able to squirt have been with the girls at Anarchy. I'm trying. I got my own Hitachi at home, and I'm training with it, but I just can't do what those girls do.
Well, you'll find the right spot eventually.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about it.
Awesome. Oh, so you're going to have fun on Friday.
Yes, I have 3 scenes that I'm doing.
3 of them.
3. I'm doing the forced orgasm, I'm doing my pegging scene, and then I'm
Mhm.
also doing a gangbang scene, I believe.
Oh my goodness, are you the one who's getting banged? Or
No,
you
I'm
gonna-
banging.
You're banging. Who's the willing victim?
I don't want to disclose that yet. I don't know if that's something Tetra's trying to keep secretive.
Okay.
But,
So there you go. You have to go to the party on Friday to find out who's going to be the person who's going to get gangbanged.
It's not me.
And who's banging?
It's not me.
No, it's not Mel.
It's not Mel. Not Rev Mel.
Why not?
I don't think so. Cassie, you'd be good at that because she squirts and she comes and Cassie, you'd really be good at that.
Yeah, occasionally I do squirt.
Yeah. Do you ever do like live performances being a bottom like that?
No, I haven't done that in a long time. No, I don't usually expose my vagina on film.
The only ones I do is that forced orgasm, and that's usually me penetrating.
So how many different names do you call vaginas? Can you guys think of them?
Oh my goodness, there's so
Pussy, cunt.
What was that?
Pussy, cunt.
Oh.
The JJ.
hoo-ha. What other words do we use? We use all sorts of them. What was the one?
Little kitty.
Oh, pussy. Meow. What else? Coochie. That's
Coochie?
what I was trying to think
Coochie.
of. A coochie.
I like cunt. That's the one I use probably the most.
Do you?
Yeah. It's a dirty little cunt.
Oh.
Kind of comes out right.
So how do you feel about like verbal humiliation when somebody calls you a little cunt?
I like it. I'm all for it. So far I haven't found anything that has any triggers, so
Oh, that's good.
I'm good with most any of the role playing. But
Well,
yeah.
one of my first BDSM experiences was some guy that took me to a parking garage. And he says, I'm into something a little weird. I'm like, what? He says, I like to spank women and then call them derogatory names. He says, I don't really mean it, but he says, it just really gets me off. And I have to tell you, actually, it was kind of cool.
so much
You know,
fun
he's
because-
spanking me and going, you dirty little slut, you little bitch. And I'm just like,
Yes, I'm a dirty slut.
oh my goodness. Especially being there in an underground parking garage, you know, in the middle of the day. You know, so, you know, occasionally there was somebody walking by, we'd have to duck down, and it's like, oh my God, so naughty.
Makes it all better when you're in public.
It does.
Just adds
it
to
does.
the adrenaline.
So speaking of public, have you, other than performing on stage at Anarchy, have you done public sex?
I have done like a few different parks and just the regular vanilla type things. I haven't done anything too extreme. I would love to like one day be like tied to a tree and then fuck. Like that's kind of like one of my fantasies.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had bark butt for a week.
Thanks. But it was worth it.
Actually, we were doing a gorilla shoot in Griffith Park, and so we were having to avoid all the hikers and the ranger and everything because it's like, it's in the afternoon, it's broad daylight. That was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then one time, we were tying to a chain link fence that was by a small private airport. And I'm naked, tied to this fence. All of a sudden, this truck starts coming down the runway, windows, and then the guys in the industrial area, they're letting out for break. And it was like, I had to be let down so quick because it was like, and all these guys are coming everywhere. We managed to get me down, and I popped in the bushes real quick. But talk about a freaking rush.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend being tied to a chain link fence. It is a total rush.
Yeah, maybe on a private property.
Yeah, because I was actually suspended off the ground, tied into the chain link. Yeah, it was very cool.
Awesome. Pictures?
Yeah, I think there are some pictures out there somewhere. I don't know if I got near the photos back as many as, I do photo shoots all the time, and it's like, sometimes you just don't get your photos back.
I've realized that with some of these
Yeah, there's
amateur.
some, I like months and months and months. But, it's all good.
I'm getting more into like the whole photo shoot idea, trying to get, more my name out there, my face out there more. So it's a lot of work to do photo shoots.
It
to
is.
contort your face and your body the way they want you to. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I always end up with like the funny face.
Well, that happens to us all. That's
Yeah.
why, they take so many photos and you just pick out the best of them, and that's
Yeah,
what
usually
you
like
post.
10 out of like 40 that you.
Oh,
be okay
absolutely.
with.
Absolutely. But you're getting the hang of all this, and you're liking it.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm diving in head first in the lifestyle and the professionalism of it, as well as in my own life, getting new partners. And I'm actually kind of looking into poly to see if that's the right world for me. And so it's just the whole dynamic of learning everything about like all the corners. Like I feel like I'm going to continue learning until the day I die. Like there's nothing that there's no way I could be completely versed in everything in this lifestyle.
Oh, no, there are so many fetishes
I'm
out
so
there.
excited to learn it all, like all of it, like any of it, except for maybe, I got a few boundaries, like scat, I'm not okay with,
not into
but
that.
pretty much everything else, I'd give at least a gander. I would take a look at it and see if it's for me, and if it's not for me, at least understand why it's for them.
Well,
So that way-
exactly. Yeah, because, you know, the little things tick off in people's mind. You never know, you know, what stage of development they were stuck in. You know, some people are stuck in the genital phase. Some people are stuck in that anal phase.
Yes.
They never get out of it. The oral phase.
What about the all over phase? Is that one? Can you just like it all?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Then I'm in that phase.
There you go. So do you have a favorite phase? No, you just like all of it. You're
I guess
a
I'm like an all over.
smorgasbord.
Yeah, Kingster. I guess I just like everything and everything I can learn. So yeah, I haven't really found anything that's triggered me or that's upset me in any way.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So
I
it's
know
all
that
fun.
somewhere along the line I'm gonna find something, but
Possibly, maybe not. You know, everybody processes things different, and you know, not everybody's had a terrible life.
right. I love my life. I feel like had a pretty good one.
Excellent.
I love where it's landing and where where I'm at now, and who knows where I'll be in 5 years or 10 years in the scene.
You
Like
never
it's
know.
so exciting.
So, are you owned by anybody in the scene?
I am not.
You are
I'm
not.
I have never had a sir or DS relationship. It's always just been. See, I have a really hard time with commitment and with like the rules and regulations it takes to have a full DS relationship. So if I were to be collared, it would have to be like a, you know, the part-time kind of, like not a 24/7, because I feel like I would be really smothered. Or I'd feel really like, unless I had the right dom. I mean, it's totally. I just could have not met him yet or her yet.
Well, that's
It's
true.
totally-
You may find that one that you just, I want to serve him.
Right? I want to, yeah. I want to do everything they ask me to do and more. And if that's the case, then I'd be completely happy to serve. And
There's Miss females too.
I didn't say it. I didn't say him or her. Absolutely.
We have people in the chat room. We have Downtown Willie. And we have Pi La Rosa La Ganano. I can't pronounce it, but hello. We have people that are watching that are not in the chat room. Please come into the chat room. Come to TSRnetwork.com and come and join us in the chat room. So I'll let you guys get back to your thrilling conversation.
Yes, send us questions from the chat room. We want to know what you're thinking out there. What kind of perverse thoughts are going through your mind? What do you want to ask this lovely, lovely little lady? Anything?
An open book.
So what qualities in a dominant are you looking for? Maybe there's someone in the chat room or watching the show that has those qualities.
I guess confidence. Confidence and experience would be the two things that I'd look for most. To me, it's all about dynamic and all about the chemistry and how you feel for each other. And if I met someone and it ended up being like right on, big fire, like I would do it.
Are you a person that needs a physical attraction?
Yeah. I definitely need to be attracted to the person, I think, in order to have like a full-on relationship with them.
So you prefer men or women?
I prefer men to women, but I'm not opposed to women. I like to play with the girls. I think I like being dominated by the women better than the men. I feel like they have like more compassion. It'd be really.
Yeah,
But again, I could not have met the right one, so
True.
So far, I love playing with all the girls in Sanctuary.
Oh, well,
You know.
we're so much fun and we're a bunch of big old pervs. We have so much fun. We really do. Well, anybody else in the chat room yet, Mel? No? Yes?
No, we're slow in the chat room, but we're not slow on the show. There are I can see the numbers. There are people that are watching, so please come on in the chat room. So we're gonna ask, Oh, I have something to tell you.
What?
So last night, your last guest was watching my show, and she asked me if I was going to have bubble wrap on the show.
Yes, Mel has a bubble wrap fetish.
Really?
Yes.
So wrapping them up or like bursting the bubbles?
Oh, I don't have my mic.
on. Sorry, I didn't have my mic on. Yeah, it's you can wrap them up, or you can make them like bras and bottoms, and then you can use a single tail or a flogger or a paddle or a riding crop and just break the bubbles.
Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun. I literally was at work today busting bubbles on this little heart thing Pixie gave me.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to make sure all the bubbles were popped. And so I was just sitting there popping them.
Oh, that's right. You were holding it up like in the thing.
And then touching them to make sure that they're all gone and then grabbing the smaller ones. It's hilarious. I love bubble wrap too. So we're going to be good friends.
Yeah, bubble wrap is awesome. I have some somewhere, but I don't know where it's at.
Oh, so
You can use rubber bands to hold the bubble wrap on.
Oh, I just came.
Oh. So there you go. You need to find a diamond to rubber bands and bubble wrap.
I think I got one.
Oh God, I have no makeup on. You see me at my worst.
Oh, beautiful.
Downtown Willie goes, oh boy. No, Downtown Willie, it's oh girl.
Yeah. Girls.
Oh.
It's fun being creative. I like it when people draw on people and write like, you know, you're a slut on your body and then, you know, put people in cages or fill a cage up, put them in the middle of a cage and then fill them up with balloons and then pop them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have one client that likes to have us sign his penis at the end of the session. He loves boobs, and so he always does a bunch of cameos and has everybody come in topless for the last 10 minutes. And then we take a Sharpie and we all sign his penis.
Nice. I need to be there for that next time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And we write all sorts of horrible things on his penis and humiliating things and little smiley faces on the head. And
Does he pay extra for that?
Actually, he does pay for the cameos. He pays each girl a cameo fee. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pie says it's just pie, Mel. Okay, I got it. I love that name. Oh, gotta turn off my phone. Oh my God, sorry.
Oh no, you naughty, naughty woman. Oh no. I like that old-fashioned ringer.
Pi says I was on Orpheus, Shamir, Sal's, and Pyro years ago. I was the only sub. Oh, hi, Pi!
Hey.
I remember that. Hello. That was a good show. That was at the house. That was at the old apartment. That wasn't even at the studio.
Really?
Yeah, it was not at the studio. It was at the old place. Wow, that was many moons ago.
Oh my goodness, yes that was, because I don't remember the house.
Yeah, I mean, or the apartment. Yeah, I mean it was, you know, we did the same thing. Yeah. Downtown Willie says blow gun to pop balloons. Ooh.
Like a Nerf dart gun? Would that be?
Oh, that might work. But no, I've actually seen people with the blow darts and everything, and they'll put like the needles in it and little
That'd be
needle
pretty
play.
accurate though for that, right?
Well, yeah. Of course, I've seen people play with lawn darts.
What?
Lawn darts. You know, the big ones?
One of the girls was talking about they did this scene. They had seen a scene where the guy wanted them to shoot with a dart gun, shoot the darts at him, and they stuck in him.
Oh, the guy
And he let them just shoot them with. I was like, oh wow, I don't think I could ever take like a metal dart.
Oh yeah, that would be beautiful. Yeah, see, my one hard limit as a bottom is no breaking skin.
Yeah, I'm not a blood fan.
Yeah, I never did needle play or anything. Well, especially in a public area, I won't do anything that breaks the skin, even if they ask me to, just because for safety reasons.
Oh yeah.
You know, and cleanup reasons. Yeah. No, if you come, that's one thing. I'll make you lick it off the floor, but no, none of this blood stuff. Mm-mm.
And those lines. I like watching it though. Like Hattie is amazing. I like watching all of her performances. Every time they rip into her,
yeah, she is amazing. Yeah, and they've done some really crazy stuff with her as well.
She's awesome.
So, ultimate fantasy scene.
For me?
Yes.
Well, besides being tied to a tree.
Tied to a tree, fucked.
Rev Mel.
Bubble wrap and
Bubble
rubber
wrap and
band.
rubber bands, exactly. You need
So Mel, you got to do bubble wrap,
Yeah.
rubber band, and tie her to a tree, and make sure she gets fucked.
There you go.
Okay. I'll get the biggest cock that I have. I should have got my big cock out. Remember last week I tried to find it?
Did you find the giant cock?
No, but I didn't. But you know what? I could always go in and take my closet apart. I know where the humbler is, but not the big cock. Downtown Willie said paintball gun. That would be good to pop balloons.
Yeah, the paintballs, they can hurt.
Woo! Yeah, and what? And so
That
what?
matters, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're working with a paint puppy. But those things smart. They definitely do.
Yeah, but they look pretty when the paint goes all over the place. It's creative.
Well, that's true. Of course, you're going to need to put a tarp down for that one.
Yeah, you can't do it here. They can shoot for her cherries.
Yes.
Oh.
Never mind.
Guess what we get to look up after the show that you guys can't see?
Unless you come to the show on Friday.
There you go. Yes, you have to come to Anarchy if you want to see her vagina cherries. So besides tattoos on your vagina, do you have any other special places? Anything on the breast?
I do have. I have one on my side breast. It's a rose with the breast cancer ribbon inside of it. I have a peacock on my leg, as well as a sparrow. A portrait of my dog that passed away.
Aww.
I have a marijuana leaf on my butt.
Oh yeah, it's really cute. It's adorable.
She has a peacock.
Yeah,
Peacock.
Peacock.
Well, Downtown Willie says she has to be in bubble wrap to have the paintball.
Yeah, definitely safety first.
Yeah, safety first. Yep, that would be awesome.
I wonder
Oh yeah, the thick bubble wrap though, that'd be pretty cool.
that would, but how would the paint react on the bubble wrap?
It would break it and it would just splatter.
You think so?
It would be pretty.
It would be pretty. Of course, it might
Because it would drip, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
it would
the plastic.
drip. Yeah. Yeah, and then have it on that tarp, and then we'll roll you in the paint afterwards.
We have a chat question from Pi.
Oh, do tell.
Pi says, what else might we expect to see at Purge this weekend?
Oh, Anarchy.
Oh,
I mean,
is she
that's
gonna-
what it's made after, was the Purge Anarchy, the new movie coming out. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty much all out, balls out. There's gonna be, you can have sex anywhere you want. There's also guys walking around masturbating, naked women.
Yeah, they
you're
do.
gonna see it all.
So is every man has to come out with their balls hanging out and they have to be masturbating every
They don't
single
have
night?
to,
Is that
no.
mandatory?
We've got guys that come in jeans and t-shirts. We've got vanilla guys that have never been there before. They're like, whoa! And you're like, it's
Yeah,
cool,
the
you know?
masturbation just happens. You know, there's always wankers sitting on the corner going, oh, pretty woman,
Especially during
pretty
forced
woman.
orgasm.
Oh, I know. They'll sit right there in the front row. You know how they
Pretty
are.
much, yeah.
Oh my God, they're hilarious.
It is.
You know, but everybody has a good time. You know.
I had a good time.
I'm definitely
Oh, I'm
excited
glad
for
to hear
my
that.
pegging scene. It's going to be really great.
That should be.
Yeah. We're practicing.
So, how big is the penetration unit?
My dick is 7.5 inches.
Nice,
And I will also probably be using my hand too as well.
nice. And the girth of the dildo.
It's decent. It's not
Decent. Pickle size,
Yeah, I mean-
cucumber size,
medium between.
medium.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not too big.
not too bad. What color?
Pink.
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 Nice, pretty, bright pink.
Yeah. It's a little like a baby doll pink.
Oh, very nice.
It is.
Are you going to dress accordingly so that you're all color coordinated with your dick?
Oh my god, I totally should. I didn't even think about it. I
Yeah,
should totally color match my dick.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You
Absolutely.
know?
Get matching gloves to match my dick too.
I love it.
Right?
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
And you're going to put matching pink bows in your bottom's hair?
He doesn't have any hair.
He
but-
doesn't? Oh goodness. Well, then you might have to get some pink pasties and stick them to his head. Or maybe some suction cups.
I think that would be awesome.
You've got that butterfly that you turn the
Yeah.
light on and it's got the suction cup.
I will be willing to donate that to her.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's a trip. Yeah, it's you turn it on and it's got the colors going through it. It's like,
Cool. I'll check it out.
that would be hilarious. So he has no hair.
Yeah, he's just really buzzed cut, really short.
Nice. I have some fun with that.
Right? Maybe some like colored nipple clamps or something that would match my dick.
Yes. Oh, that would be awesome.
Right?
Yeah, I think you got to go with the whole color theme
Yes,
here.
that's
Totally
it.
play it up.
I'm gonna redo my whole outfit just because it's my dick. It'd be great.
Nice.
A lot of the people have like masks and stuff they're gonna be wearing too, so that's gonna be really cool. I'm probably gonna have either a mask or a hood on my bottom also.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it always amazes me that how many people are actually into masks and stuff. And hoods and everything. I've got a beautiful leather hood that, the whole thing is, you zip it up and it's like laced in the back and you open it up and it's got the pinholes for the eyes and just a little mouth hole and, and then it's got all the D-rings and you can tighten the collar down and
It's cool.
yeah, people that are into hoods, when they see that, they're just like, oh.
Drooling.
They really do. I've had that hood on, and I have to tell you, I am definitely not into wearing hoods.
I don't know if I would be. I don't know how much I'd like my face being concealed, but at Anarchy we do have photographers, and so it's really up to my bottom whether he wants to have his face showing or not.
Well, true.
Because they go everywhere, the pictures, so it really just...
Now, I tell you, the only hood I have ever enjoyed has been a spandex one. I've seen them out there, and they come in all different colors, and you
It's
can't...
breathable, right?
It's
Spandex?
breathable.
Yeah.
You can't really see out, but you can see shadows and stuff. And that's actually comfortable, because you can breathe. And I've seen them in every color. They're such a trip. And, you do that and you put a wig on with it. It's hilarious. You look like this faceless mannequin.
The one at DomCon that had a huge latex and like shit, like the hair and like everything was latex. It's like probably 7 foot tall. I think it was actually
yeah,
a
the
man,
giant
but
doll.
yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh,
That
was
latex
trippy.
outfit was amazing.
Mhm. Oh my God, there was some amazing latex at DomCon.
Oh yeah.
So are you into latex then?
I haven't actually worn latex, but I love the feel of it and look of it. Like if someone's near me wearing latex, I just want to touch them.
Oh, you have to lube it up and go.
Right? You need help with your lube? Because I got that for you.
Oh, and they've got so many beautiful colors.
Oh, and it's just the people who make them too, just the different designs. And they come out like I don't know if you saw Natalie and Jay. They have like this,
I saw them. They were
turquoise
matching.
and black
They were
outfit.
so adorable.
Totally, like they were at the fetish ball, I think, and the bondage ball. Yeah, their outfits are gorgeous and they're totally matching. And
Have you tried the latex paint yet? When you
No.
paint it on your body?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna do it for. I wasn't sure what I was gonna be for the next Anarchy, but one of my costumes was gonna actually entail latex if I decide to go that route.
Nice.
But I can't disclose it, so
Mhm. Yes, that's another party.
you have to go see.
Absolutely.
More pegging.
When you have the paint on one, can you lube it up?
Oh
no,
no,
it's just, it dries on.
It dries off.
It dries on, but can you shine it with a shiner on, or will it lift it off?
I want to say you can.
I would think that you could, but it goes on in a matte finish as compared to a shiny finish.
Yeah,
And it takes like hours.
But a lot of latex is kind of matte until you shine it too.
True.
So I wonder if it would take it off. I wonder if anyone. Hey, Downtown Willie, do you know the answer to that question?
That's a good person to ask.
Yeah, he's a good person to ask. So we'll see. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, let's see if somebody can come up with an answer to that. But of course, if we table this question to next week, I do have my guest that's coming. His wife actually would know about that because she uses the body latex paints quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. Yeah, and she says, best pasties ever. They don't fall off.
I wish we would have used spray latex for that the Egyptian one that we did when we were all painted in gold and silver,
Yes.
but the paint never dried. So we were like wet paint all night long because it was like baby oil based.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So you guys, everywhere you sat, you have little
Yeah.
shiny butt
We were
marks.
there for like 2 hours afterwards, just like trying to scrub stuff. Like it was really bad.
that's
Everywhere I
weird.
sat, I like brought a towel with me, but there was like 7 of us that were all painted, and we just didn't think it through right. The night was awesome, and we all looked great, and it washed off really easily because it was still wet.
Oh,
So-
there you go. Yeah, we've had some interesting parties that, probably could have used a little bit more forethought.
You like the oil wrestling? Those
Yeah.
there, and that was fun, but it was a mess.
Well, that's why I don't do the Jello wrestling anymore. I did that a couple of times, and the cleanup is just something else. Trying to pour all that Jello and trying to melt it so it goes down the drain.
Downtown Willie said it would probably take it off.
Oh.
I'm going to ask that on FetLife. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, did we ever get an answer to any of our polls in the last couple weeks?
Yeah, we had 45 people last week said she was naughty, and 25 said that she was nice. And then they said naughty and nice. If we had some on that one too. I don't have my mic on.
So sorry. And we have the poll up today. So
excellent.
yeah, it is up today. So if you guys want to vote.
We do take a poll on the show, and everybody needs to vote on whether this one's naughty or nice.
I think I'm nice.
Yeah, you're very nice. But you do have a naughty side,
Very naughty.
as we are finding out. She likes to be called a cunt.
I do, and a tart. That's my other favorite word.
A tart. I love that
tart.
word, tart.
When I first started the Anarchy, my name was Sweetheart. That's what they started calling me
Cute.
before I picked the actual scene name.
So, what's the story behind your scene name, Vivian Vidette?
Vivian Vidette. I started Sweetheart, but then when I
Mhm.
decided that I wanted to start switching, Mistress Sweetheart just doesn't work very well. So
No.
I had to come up with something that was a little more versatile. And after looking through it, I feel comfortable saying Vivian, and that was where it came from. And Vidette is Israeli. We picked that for, I think it's like string or something in Israeli. So I wanted an exotic last name.
Oh, very nice. Yes, it does kind of nice. Roll off the tongue
Yeah.
nicely.
I like it a lot.
Awesome. Well, we all change our names a few times until we find the one that fits.
I was the girl with like 100 names for the first year because I just couldn't figure something out. I'd have a different name for each event. And it's finally, I was like, all right, let's just settle on one because especially when I started working there, now I've got a name that I've got to promote. So.
Well, speaking of promotions, do you have any websites or anything like
I don't have
that?
a website yet. I do have my Twitter, Vivian Vidette, as well as FetLife and Facebook, all under Vivian Vidette. And they're pretty easy to find. I haven't had any problems with it. If you Google
Excellent.
Vivian Vidette, you'll get all 3 links also.
Oh, excellent. And of course, you're on the Sanctuary website
Absolutely.
as well.
You can also reach me there. And you can book appointments at Sanctuary if you'd like to meet me and come and have a session.
Of course, and she's a fabulous bottoms, guys.
Especially for bondage. Bring your rubber bands and your bubble wrap.
Yes, rubber bands, bubble wrap, and bondage. Let's tie this little cunt up.
Woo!
Cut, cut, cut,
Cunt, 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 cunt.
cut, cut. I love that word too.
Me
It's one of my
too.
favorite words.
My friend's from Australia. She was saying that out there they use cunt like bitch. What's up, cunt? How's it going, cunt? I was like, that's my place.
Gonna pay a little down under.
Right?
Yes. Oh goodness. Have you ever been to Australia, Mel? Oh, she's on the phone.
No, I'm on the phone with my sister. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. So have you been to Australia?
I haven't. I've only been to Mexico.
Only
but
Mexico.
I do plan on using my passport again somewhere in the future. I would like to go overseas somewhere. Not sure
Yeah,
yet.
there's a couple of great rope dojos in Australia. There's a lesbian rope dojo that I actually would love to go to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go play with the lovely ladies.
Could tie up some boobies.
Oh, absolutely. So how often have you had your boobies tied up?
Oh, I couldn't even count if I tried.
Yeah. How do you like breast bondage?
I do. I
You
like it a
like
lot.
it?
I like especially when they, when they like restrict it when you take them off and like the blood all goes back and stuff. That's my favorite
It flows
feeling.
out.
Yeah.
And then all the beautiful rope
Marks.
marks.
Rope marks are my favorite marks of all time. And rubber band smacks.
Those are always good. So do you retain your marks for a long time, or do you heal fairly quick?
Suspension marks will last about probably 4 or 5 days, but other than that, the marks go away.
They go away pretty quickly. Yeah, I know. When I do get suspended, I always end up with those marks for a few days.
I love them. I'll wear like lower cut tops, just so I can show off my marks.
You're so funny. That's so cute.
I'm proud.
And what happens when a vanilla sees those marks?
Then I explain to them what's up and tell them they should go. Yeah, I encourage everyone to at least, maybe not sanctuary, even bar sinister, since it's a little less extreme, but I think everyone should at least experience a moment in that lifestyle just to see what it's about. You never know until you try it. And if
that's
true. I definitely, I have a lot of my vanilla friends and vanilla people that I meet that I'm constantly like, oh, dude, you should totally check it out. Like, it's great. I try not to give them too many scary stories, but
just enough to pique their interest.
Right. Especially 50 Shades of Grey that came out. Everyone's all like,
it's like gone so mainstream on many levels.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a lot of it, it's just stimulating to the mind to even think about it. For some people, that's all they really need.
How many times can you say you actually saw like a live sex show?
Oh, I know.
I mean, that right there is an experience.
Yeah, I remember watching Real Sex on HBO, and they had this live sex show that was amazing with fire and everything. It was really cool.
I've never gotten to HBO shows, but I've heard they've all been really good.
Yeah,
Californication and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Yeah, I watched this one. It was a masturbate-a-thon.
I love it.
And they had all these people, and they're all masturbating.
Big competition?
Yeah. See who could last the longest.
I would like to be a fly on the wall on that one.
Right? Send that news feed to me.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah.
What was really fun was watching how people were so into it, and they've all got their special toys and everything, and exhibitionists, every single one of them.
Nice.
That was good times.
Yeah, I definitely have been the most naked in public since I started at Sanctuary than I have ever been. Like,
Really?
It's really liberating. The first time I was actually just walking around naked in front of people, it was really weird for me. It was the first Anarchy show that I did in February of 2 years ago. But yeah, it's just like, and still sometimes I'm like, are they looking at me? But then it's like, what does it matter? Yeah, they're looking at you. Like, you're hot.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty much a nudist. When I don't have to wear clothes, they are not on.
Oh, I'm so there. Any more questions from our chat room?
No, Charles Allegra has just come into the chat room. I love you guys. Yeah, we're talking about nudity at Sanctuary, how people are at, she's watching the show. They know.
I know.
They know.
Never mind. Yeah, it's fun. You go into the lounge, and there's always some good ass or tits to look at. And sexual harassment is part of the job.
Oh, it's like required.
Absolutely. I've had more girls play with my butt at Sanctuary. They just love bouncing it.
I like to massage the boobs. There's Natalie, she came in, her boobs were like hurt. So they're just massage them. I have no problem touching your boobs.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are getting towards the end of the show. Can you believe it?
Wow, that was fast.
It's been going by really quick.
And I was so nervous. Now I'm like, oh, let's talk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so you've got the show coming up. You're available on Twitter and FetLife and Facebook, and it's all under Vivian Vidette.
Made it really simple for you guys.
What's the story behind the stripper pole thing picture that I posted? That is a magnificent
I have
photo.
been doing pole fitness for about 3 years, and Sanctuary has a pole, so I get on it as often as possible. For the last party we did, it was Camp Glory Poke a Hole. What was it? Camp Poke a Hole.
Yeah.
For the Girl Scout event, and I was doing I did a pole dance for that.
Oh,
so that was where
nice.
the picture was taken from.
I think I missed that. I think that I came. What time did you do it?
That was the very first of.
Yeah, I came late.
They actually, ran my song over 6 minutes long. I had all my tricks done after like 2.5 minutes.
Oh no.
And they just kept going with music, and finally I was like, can you just, like, hey guys, like, I'm done. I was tired.
And that's not the easiest pole to swing on either. The chrome, it's not like a brass pole. I love a brass pole. I can like climb all up and down a brass pole. That chrome one is not the easiest pole to play with.
No, but I mean,
but it sure is easy to slip down when you need to come down.
Right? It's really hard, yeah, because I like to come down controlled and like grip the pole with my thighs as I come down, and it slides.
It does just a bit.
It's because you have no hair. You only have cherries down there.
That's true.
It's the cherry
See, my
slide.
cherry should grip it, right?
Yes.
I heard a story of a stripper in Vegas one time, and the guy says, I put quarters on the table, and she walked over and picked him up with her vagina.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what control?
Kegels.
Yes. Can you imagine?
God, I can't even keep my pee in.
No.
Sick.
Wow. Some women.
Cut.
Cut. Hardy. Cut.
Charles Allegra says in the chat room, it's really Charles because Allegra's not there. Chrome sounds riskier if it starts to peel with age.
Oh.
I think it's stainless, though, isn't it?
It may be all I know is it is slippery
I'm
as
pretty
hell,
sure it's
and it's
stainless.
hard, and it's cold.
Most of the poles are stainless.
Yeah. It's just shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny and silver.
Is it cold up against your cooch when you're doing it?
It depends on how long I've been on the pole. Because
That's
the
true.
friction will heat the pole up. So eventually my pole's warm. So it really just depends if it's like the first thing I do or like the last thing I do.
Ah, heating up the pole.
Is it better to do a hot pole or cold pole?
It's actually like medium would be better because the cold pole you stick to too much, and a hot pole you're sliding off of.
So middle of the road.
I need a Goldilocks pole.
Oh, this has been such a fun show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, next week my guest is going to be Jack Steele, and he's done porn.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. So he's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. As a matter of fact, I saw him Sunday night. He had his face buried in my boobs. I was hugging his wife, and he stuck his face right down in between all four titties.
That's a place for a man.
Yes, it was a very friendly time. We were at Charlie B's birthday party, so it was a blast.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah. Naked people in the jacuzzi, lots of boobies running around, people playing, smacking asses.
Where's my invite?
Where's mine?
We kept telling people. We thought everybody would be there. I mean,
I'll be there next time.
Yeah,
Yes,
next time.
next year, definitely. I recommend going to Charlie B's birthday party. It's a lot of fun. He is awfully fun to play with. Hey, have you ever been suspended by Charlie B?
I haven't, but I've seen a lot of suspensions.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
And I'd also like to be suspended by Nikki. I've seen hers too. I like what she
Oh, yeah, she just did. Did you make it to my party on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah,
Did
her.
you see,
It was
did you see her
beautiful.
suspension?
Yeah.
I love that.
I love the guy passed out in the corner. Like the whole scene was
wasn't
adorable.
that hilarious?
It really was.
Oh, that was a great scene. It's like I was looking at what she had suspended. It's like I can do that.
And the girl that was being suspended was had so
Oh,
much energy.
Anjani, she is so much fun to
beautiful.
play with. I turned her into a disco ball one time.
I believe it. She was all over the place.
Yeah, she's so much fun to play with. She's got so much energy. She's such a hoot. All right, I think we got to wrap it up. It's pretty much near end time. So I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Be sure to vote on whether or not Miss Vivian is naughty or nice. And we're going to see you next week for a fabulous show with Jack Steele. All right, so good night, everybody.